Well. So, I've been waiting a little bit to think about how I'm going to start this off here. Because there's a lot to unpack. Lots and lots to unpack from what we just witnessed on Saturday night against the Browns in Cleveland. So sit tight, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, man, sit tight because I'm about to go into a long one, into a very in-depth one. So Ravens lose 13-3 against the Browns, like we all know, and the First off, I'm going to thank Greg Roman. Good. John Harbaugh. And lastly, EDC, who's not off the hook at all after this. Alright? And also, all I'm going to say to all the Purple Patrol fans, all these fans who just cape the Ravens for every single move they do, ever, that the Ravens cannot do wrong, and that it's all Lamar, only Lamar, and Lamar has to do this, Lamar has to do that, everything else is fine, hey, we're going to be good, we're going to do this, do that. All these type of homers. Because what we just witnessed is exactly what these types of fans needed to see. Because, again, us fans have been screaming. We've been screaming, hey, Greg Roman needs to go. Hey, our philosophy needs to change. Hey, Lamar needs some help. Hey, this team is not constructed properly. And we've been called fake fans, delusional, this, that, by all these Purple Patrol fans. Come on. Come on, man. And now you guys are the same people who are trying to change your minds. Trying to go and say, hey, the Ravens really have an issue. Well, no shit, we told you so. And also, with all social media and shit, we have receipts. We have receipts. If you guys caping them so hard, like your life depended on it. But here we go. Here we are here. Hopefully this game is a wake-up call. Because if you can still defend this team, if you can still defend Gregory Roman, or the way this team is constructed, then God bless you. Because there is nothing good to really say about this offense, particularly. The defense played a good game. They haven't been consistent, but what I'm going to say about the defense, they let up 13 points against Deshaun Watson. You can't really ask more from the defense. They either played shutdown defense or they went and played bend don't break. That is all. And in many situations, you had the Browns trying to hand you the game. We just didn't take it. This offense is putrid. And if I'm Lamar looking at this right now, And again, if I'm Lamar, I'm not lowering my price. And if anything, I'm raising it. Lamar's price after these few games has went up. And Lamar's MVP odds ironically have went up. And this shows how good Lamar is. It increased the value of Lamar Jackson. And once again, you're looking at it, and games like these are why you never discount fans, especially the critical ones. Games like these are why you never discount fans. I'm talking to you, Quadri Ishmael. Him going on Twitter after a 3-yard pass of Huntley. Oh, look at Huntley commanding the offense. Again, it was a clown take. It was a clown take at the time, and it's looking even worse now. Because again, if you think Tyler Huntley can replace Lamar, you are delusional. You were always delusional. And if you still think that, well, you need some help. I mean, hopefully now these types of games will make these Huntley supporters crawl back in their cave. Because they should have never existed. They should have never existed. You look at Huntley tonight, this game was terrible. And he hasn't been playing good at all. It's not like he's been playing good before this game. But you just want to go and then point out that one drive against the Broncos. It's really not, it's not helping your argument. Because you have that one drive against the Broncos, and then you have the entire Broncos game, the rest of the Broncos game, the Steelers game while he was up there before he got hurt, and this entire game. Because again, all you Huntley supporters, it's really not looking good for you guys right now. It never has, because last year it wasn't pretty at all. It was not. He had one good game and one average game, and then he was either subpar, terrible, atrocious for the rest. So, oh my God. This is not. And again, a game like this should have never come down to passing the ball. It should have never come down to passing the ball. But again, Greg Roman, I've been scared of that. I've been happy that he stuck with the run game in the Steelers game in Pittsburgh. All right. Good on you. I'm going to give you credit on that. But I was scared because he's going to do this and then at some point he's just going to abandon it. And literally the worst part to abandon the run game. The Cleveland Browns defense, in some metrics, their run defense is the worst in the century. And you go and make Huntley throw 30 times. That's Greg Roman in a nutshell. That's literally Greg Roman. Everything that's wrong with him was in this game and pretty much this season. And like I've been saying, he is not a good coordinator. He is not a good coordinator. If you can run the ball, if you can have a good run game, but not a good, and be completely 180 in the pass game, you're not very useful. Because teams in the playoffs will key in on what you do best. And if you cannot have a backup plan, then you're screwed in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, every play counts. And again, Greg Roman has not understood this. John Harbaugh has not understood that he is not suited for an offensive coordinator job. The media likes saying Lamar's a running back at quarterback. Greg Roman's a running backs coach at offensive coordinator. And talking about running the ball, what's the point of being good at something if you don't use it? And also about how overrated he is as a run in the run game. He's not better than Kyle Shanahan at all. Kyle Shanahan has like a million fifth-round running backs, made them look good. And now that he has somebody who's legit, he's gonna make him look like Barry Sanders out there. The Niners' offense only got better. Like, before Dobbins and Gus came back, what was the run game? What was the run game? Really, tell me what was the run game. If you're that much of a run guru, you should be able to go and then have any running back producing your system. But, hey, if you want to point out one incredible Drake game, one incredible Kenyon Drake game, what else? In the past 2 years, like, name one running back that came over that had an amazing game, really. The run game needed Dobbins and Gus to even look competent. And it's literally averaging a first down a carry. It was averaging a first down carry this game. What do? You do your best to stay away from it. You do your best to stay away from it. Hey, even better. Let's have one carry between both of them in the fourth quarter. Sure. And this is, again, everything wrong with the Ravens you saw in this game. Like I've been saying. And it's sad that I'm right about this, about it. But it's a sad reality. We have been saying, and like, again, if you're Lamar looking at this, it's a whole, this org has a lot of issues. Schematic issues, philosophical issues. It's a mess, okay? If you're Lamar, you're looking at this, you're allowing a strength coach to just go and spread COVID to everybody, doesn't get fired, faces no repercussions, gets away with it, and then you have a reporter who works with the team just spreading propaganda about you trying to put dirt on your name. He's still allowed in the building. It's not the first time he's done it even. It's really not the first time. Again, like, can you say this organization cares about its players? If you're talking morally, I can't say this. Because Jamison Hensley is still allowed in the building. Jamison Hensley is still allowed in the building. After everything he's done, he is still allowed. Some teams will not do that. What Steve Saunders did, this is a fireable offense to any other team. But again, Harbaugh is like buddy with people making mistakes. People making colossal mistakes. This time around, we had players who were at higher risk. He slap on the wrist. John Harbaugh has an issue. Really. He has an issue of staying complacent. Again, bro. This is what he's become. This is really what he's become. Because again, Greg Roman, he is a massive issue. He's a big issue. He's literally he's at this point he's sabotaging this team. He should have been gone 2 years ago. Anyways, he should have been gone 2 years ago because Greg Roman, after 2 years, the ceiling is limited. Nothing else. You cannot get any better after 2 years with Greg Roman as your offensive coordinator. That's a fact. And it's somebody who has shown he is not willing to evolve. He's not willing to improve. Coaches over time, they seem to improve. They would want to improve. Greg Roman's not like that. He's the same he was with the 49ers. He's the same he was with the Bills. But again, he still got a job because he was the offensive coordinator for his brother. Because again, Greg Roman, he's horrible. But he did not employ himself. That's what I'm going to say. He did not employ himself. And the problem here, John Harbaugh, he is completely shielding this dude from any criticism. You go and look at his press Monday. He spit a bunch of nothing. We wanted to know maybe about Lamar's injury status because he's supposed to come back this week. At least he is. But he decided to just say, no, I'm not going to talk about it. I mean, it's a tendency from him. All right. But then after that, he started just defending his coaching staff, saying, oh, we got great coaches, have trust and great... Like, dude. Okay, man. My chef poisoned my food, and I still trust him. That's literally his logic. My chef poisoned my food, but I still trust him after that. After the fact. That's literally his logic. And he is not seeing the issue here. He is staying stubborn. And his arrogance is just... It's hurting himself and hurting the team. It's hurting the team. And also, I know he doesn't care. I know he doesn't care about what anybody is saying on social media. Because, hey, refers to them as the guys at the end of the bar. Okay, yeah, cool. I was not offended by that. I mean, hey, I'm really not offended. Because we all know that these guys at the end of the bar are the ones filling your cup. This is what I'm going to say about it. And again, I'm looking at my phone here, and Greg Roman, he was asked about how the passing can improve. He didn't put any blame on himself. He simply said, we just need to execute better. Dude, was it always an execution problem for the past 12 years for you? Harbaugh has hired a guy who himself doesn't take accountability. Harbaugh does not take accountability himself, and he shields his coaches from any accountability. Big issue. A big issue here. Because talk about execution how you want. This has been a discussion for the past 4 years, and nothing has changed. Players come and go. It's the NFL. Players come and go. You guys have stayed there the entire time. So is it really execution or is it you? Because our personnel isn't the best. We've brought in guys. Guys have left. The personnel was never the best. But you guys have stayed. And it's been the same old thing over and over and over and over again. Every time, every week. Every week, it's the same statements over and over again. Whether it's Harbaugh, whether it's Roman, Mike McDonald, we've actually seen him take accountability after the Dolphins game. Hey, he's a younger guy, but he's taking accountability. Hey, he's so unlike this coaching staff. I mean, bro, he might literally be a guy who Harbaugh just fires because he challenges him or some sort. But again, he does not want guys who challenge him for the job. He doesn't. He does not. And having guys who challenge you for the job is a good thing. But he doesn't see it that way. He just sees, oh, it's threatening for my job. No, bro. It helps both of you bring each other up, and then more team success. More team success in the future. They get their jobs, leave in good terms as well. Leave in good terms. And then it's a healthy coaching staff. But Harbaugh, he doesn't want that. He wants a bunch of yes men. Dude, ever since he's had more team control, it's been like that, man. Hey, I will always defend Harbaugh, but it's really been an issue. It's really been an issue, man. Because what you're doing right now, you're putting your job on the line for Greg Roman. As if Greg Roman controls you. Because there is nothing he's doing well right now to just have you, again, normally doing well. He's probably doing what you want him to do. Just have a run game and do nothing by the pass. But hey, Harbaugh, it's a passing league. Sorry to break it to you. It's 2022. You need to be able to pass the ball. You need some emphasis on the offense. You need some emphasis on offense. Because, hey, it's an offensive league. It's 2022. You need to score points. You cannot rely on your defense. Because your defense is going to have... It's not always going to allow 13 points in a game. Or 14 points. Or 9 points. Like it's been the past 3 weeks. Especially in the playoffs. Especially when you play Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen. Cannot be like that. It cannot. You need to outscore your opponents in this game. Because it does not favor defense at all. It doesn't. Like, dude. The 2000 Ravens are going to have a documentary soon. I'm going to watch it. And you're going to see. Look at the hits they were delivering. If you hit like this today, you're getting arrested. It's not even going to be a penalty. You're getting arrested for that. Hits like these are not legal. Yeah, what you're trying to do is having these types of defenses and have no offense. Again, bro. And again, you're going to say, oh, it's the GM. It's the GM's job. Well, what the GM does is mostly it's mostly based off of what the coach is like. So, yeah, he's still at fault. He's still. But hey, man, it's you're putting your job on the line, Harbaugh, because if this team somehow manages to miss the playoffs, let's say we lose out, everything goes against us, which is like 1% chance, and we miss the playoffs, or we make the playoffs and have a super embarrassing wild card loss, then you better pack your bags, because depending on what Bisciotti feels, he's gonna want to get you out of there. It's not only gonna be Roman, but it's gonna be you as well, and probably McDonald, who didn't even do anything wrong, because staff rarely stays after a head coach firing, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to end this off here. ADC, man. This receiving core sucks. For again, the millionth time. The receiving core sucks, dude. Look at our receivers 5 years from now compared to now, what we're going to have. Devin Duvernay is out for the year. He's out for the year as well. Rashad Bateman, he was already out. And then now you're going to have to rely on Deshaun Jackson, DeMarcus Robinson, Sammy Watkins, bum-ass Sammy Watkins, who he just picked up. And James Prochet, who's been disappointing. Again, I'm going to hear the argument of, we tried drafting many receivers. Well, it's not about how many you drafted, it's about who you drafted. Drafted Bateman, okay. Drafted Hollywood, traded him away for a very good piece, but failed to replace him. Prochet, Duvernay, these guys are not first round picks or any high pick or anything. So you cannot say, you cannot put all, dude, you cannot depend on them. This season, and depending entirely on Rashad Bateman staying healthy, which might not happen. This is the NFL. Shit happens. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Engraven quote here. So, again, it's, and once again, dude, the fans, we have receipts, man. Ryan Mink, Quadri Ishmael, we have the receipts. Ryan Mink, I have not seen your film on Huntley like you did with Lamar last week. I did not see the film on you sucking up to Huntley after he throws a 2-yard pass that goes absolutely nowhere, and praising him for accuracy, even though no shit, you should hit a 2-yard pass. If you can't, you shouldn't be in the NFL. You shouldn't even be in high school football. But hey, look at Huntley commanding the offense. This is how the future looks if you don't pay Lamar. So EDC, your job is on the line as well if you don't pay Lamar, because if you don't, you're getting fired. If not next year, if not this year, next year, because this team is gonna be a 3-win team. This team isn't gonna. It's gonna take way too much time for the team to turn around before it's too late. So, again, dude. But the fan base, once again, it takes having these true takes like these. You have to watch other teams. Entertaining football, by the way. Not a 13-3 game. Yeah. Incredible, right? Again, All I can say to fans, any Purple Patrol fans, watch games. Watch other teams. Because this is how we come up with takes like these. This is how my perception comes. I watch other teams. I see the good they do and the bad we do. But once again, this is why you never discount fans. Just because we are fans doesn't mean we are dumb or illiterate. All the issues fans are pointing out are rearing their ugly heads. And I mean, they've reared their ugly heads in this game. And in the playoffs, it's going to rear its ugly heads if it's not fixed. And hopefully that's a wake-up call for the org. And by the way, Tyler Huntley, all the Tyler Huntley believers, I'm going to say, the game plan was simple, all right? Y'all can blame Huntley, but the game plan was simple, but he's not Lamar. Everything y'all seem to complain about Lamar about, this is Tyler Huntley. This is Tyler Huntley. This is him. This is all the issues he has that you guys think Lamar has. In reality, how many times has Tyler Huntley not thrown the ball away? And then just ran himself into a sack. Like, dude, Lamar doesn't do that. Lamar doesn't do that. But hey, if any Purple Patrol fans can just go and then try and defend the moves they've made, then like I'm saying, God bless you. It is not healthy to cape for everything they do. And normal fans have been screaming about these issues. Lazy, egotistical, arrogant, stubborn org. Once again. But hey, all I'm going to say about the Falcons, though, I'm going to have a little preview in the end. The Falcons game, it's gonna be like 10 degrees with wind during the game. All I'm going to say about this game, I know the defense is going to go play lights out. And I know that. And it's going to be it's going to be a cold game. So you will need to run the ball in this game too. All right? And if you don't, that's your problem. That's really your problem. That's all I'm going to say. Because, dude, this is concerning. We're seeing these other teams have good wide receiver play while we were suffering with just none. Absolutely none. But see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in the next one.